At wing number 12, Ian Gonzalez. At the other wing, number 20, Brendan Beneke. At center, number 21, Jackson Germain. At defense, number 2, Jake Erickson. And into the defense, number 5, Travis Taylor. And all for the Golden Bears. In goal, number 33, Noah Shuck. At wing, number 7, Cole Ware. At the other wing, number 23, Gavin Skelton. At center, number 9, Bryce Cobb. At defense, number 6, Hunter Levander. And the other defenseman, number 19, Jack Halliday. Coaches, for the Broncos, George McDonald, Chad Baldwin, Eric Olson, John McDonald, and the manager is Brendan Nelson. Coaches for the Giants are the Bears, Jeff Terrell, Jared Anderson, Paul Cruz, Steve Troutwine.
Please welcome, almost 50 years ago today, this gentleman, Mr. Tim Christensen, scored the first varsity goal for the Royal Blackhawks.
First goal here, huh? That's pretty awesome.
It's a celebration this weekend, the 50th anniversary of Hoyt Lakes Arena. Hockey and more taking place for 50 years in this arena. Ken Christensen with the ceremonial dropping of the first puck. He scored, what did they say? Scored the first goal in this arena nearly 50 years ago. It's the International Falls Broncos 0-1 and the Eveleth Gilbert Mesabi East Golden Bears 2-1 on the ice this evening. Alumni games, I believe after this and through the day tomorrow, Wounded Warriors play East Range Fire and Police tomorrow afternoon, or tomorrow evening, I believe, 7 o'clock face-off for that. The Golden Bears like to start Mesabi East students when they play here in Hoyt Lakes. And starting at center is number 9, Bryce Kopp, with wingers 23, Gavin Skelton, and number 7, Cole Meyer. On defense, number 6, Hunter Levander, and number 19, Jack Halliday. And in goal is Noah Shuck. Starting for the International Falls Broncos in goal is Max Marcotte. Starting on defense, number 2, Jake Erickson, number 5, Travis Kaler. Starting at center is number 21, Jackson Germain, and on the wings, number 12, Kian Gonzalez, and number 20, Brendan Beneke. And we are underway at a whistle, 1 second into the game, not even a second into the game. Let's do it again. Bryce Kopp, number 9, facing off with number 21, Jackson Germain, and we are underway. The Broncos in town, 112-mile trip south to Hoyt Lakes for this Friday evening Iron Range Conference game between the Golden Bears and the Broncos. Broncos in their purple and gold, and defending the goal to the right as you see it on Eveleth Vale Community Television Channel 12. Here comes Elliot Van Orsdal, number 14. He is the leading scorer for the Golden Bears, 4 goals and 2 assists, 3 games into this 2019-2020 season. Max Marcotte, number 30. He's the netminder for the Broncos. There you see number 11 for the Golden Bears, Gage Everson. And Van Orsdal skates in. He takes a shot that's deflected high off the glass behind Max Marcotte. It's his first start of the season. The Broncos have only played one game. They lost 4-0 to Little Falls last weekend up in International Falls. Elliot Van Orsdal crushed down by Travis Kaler. Van Orsdal skates into the zone. Maybe a little woozy after that one. Number 3 is Tassoni for the Golden Bears. He's in on the action with Erickson for the Broncos. And Will Troutwine takes a blast, a save made by Marcotte. Troutwine stops it at the blue line, takes a shot high over the goal, and Bryce Kopp will track it down in the corner, and he's pushed down into the corner ice by, well, among others, Braden Dremel. And there's a whistle, and an official arm is in the air. 15:22 to go in the first period. It's 0-0 in the Hoyt Lakes Arena, and the International Falls Broncos penalty box door opens up. It's Travis Kaler, who earlier put a hit on Elliot Van Orsdal. I'll put a hit on Bryce Kopp, and now we'll take a seat in the penalty box for the International Falls Broncos.
5 for checking from behind and 10-minute misconduct.
Checking from behind, 10-minute misconduct for Travis Kaler. Put a big check on Elliot Van Orsdal, then a checking from behind seconds later on Bryce Kopp in the corner to the right of Max Marcotte, the International Falls goalie. So 5-minute penalty, 10-minute misconduct, and also in the box, serving the penalty, Joe Talmadge. It's a power play early on for the Eveleth Gilbert Mesabi East Golden Bears here in the Hoyt Lakes Arena. Van Orsdal and Kopp, Will Troutwine, Nick Baudette, and Gage Everson out there for Nick Baudette. Takes it right out to the left of Max Marcotte, take a pass from behind the goal and scores a power play goal. Golden Bears early on top, 1:58 into the game. A goal for the Golden Bears on the power play. That's Baudette, positioned himself right on the doorstep. And Baudette scores his second goal of the season, 1-0 Golden Bears. That was 20 seconds into the 5-minute major. Here's the announcement as Van Orsdal skates in.
Assisted by number 14, Elliot Van Orsdal, and number 5, Will Troutwine.
Van Orsdal and Troutwine, Will Troutwine with the assists. Power play continues for the Golden Bears. There's Kopp behind the goal now, and there's on the doorstep Baudette trying for his second in just seconds. That was turned away by Marcotte. Now Van Orsdal tries to get back up to Baudette. It's turned away by the defense of the Broncos, but Will Troutwine takes the top of the circle, high slot, pad saved by Marcotte. Van Orsdal sweeps it back to Will Troutwine on the blue line, sends it down low, bangs it off the end boards. Baudette is there for the Golden Bears. Pressure being put on the power play by the Eveleth Gilbert Mesabi East Golden Bears. Elliot Van Orsdal picks it away, stops, skates in. Probably wanted to shoot there, but it slides back out to neutral ice, and Will Troutwine grabs it, brings it into his own zone. The Golden Bears will regroup. He's chased by 21, gets it off to Everson though. 21 is Jermaine. Normally number 6. He's 6 on your program if you're following along at home. He forgot his jersey at home. So his jersey's at home. So they found a 21. That's what he's wearing tonight. 20 is Schlottick. 40 is Troutwine. 20 is Schlottick for the Golden Bears. Sends it down low in the corner. Jack Halliday, one of the Mesabi East students. Back to Schlottick and back up to the blue line, and Nick Troutwine sends it down. He scored a power play goal in the first game of the season, that against Red Wing at the Eveleth Hippodrome last weekend. Schlottick now, back up to Nick Troutwine. Sends it down, pad save. There's a shot on the rebound, and Marcotte covers up and holds on. There's a whistle as Halliday charged in, trying to get the rebound. 12:55 to go in the first period. It's a 1-0 Golden Bears for the Broncos. It's Travis Kaler in the box, checking from behind, 5-minute major, 10-minute misconduct. Power play for the Golden Bears. And Beneke sweeps it around, but not out. Gage Everson keeps it in. Will Troutwine. Troutwine, wrist shot, save made. Troutwine gets it back at the point, sends it down low. In the circle, skating with it, Van Orsdal. Slides toward the side of the net. Back behind the net. And skating in, Van Orsdal. Back behind the goal, Bryce Kopp takes it off in the corner. Back to Van Orsdal behind the goal. Up to Troutwine, half wall, back to Van Orsdal. Van Orsdal sends it up into the blue paint. Baudette was there. That's where he scored from earlier in this period. First goal, only goal of the game. But that one slid back to neutral ice. Van Orsdal gets it back to Will Troutwine. Pestered there by Braden Dremel. And here comes Van Orsdal. Baudette's behind him. Van Orsdal shot blocked by Jackson Schultz. Skating down is Gage Everson, banging his stick on the ice. Pass didn't get to him. Baudette fell to his knees, gets back up, and the Broncos are able to clear it down ice. 1:27 to go on the penalty on Kaler. 1-0 Eveleth Gilbert Mesabi East. Power play continues with Will Troutwine skating down the right wing. Into the circle, Troutwine backhand, forehand, and a save made by Max Marcotte. Change made now by the Golden Bears. Well, coming out is Halliday and Tassoni. It'll be Halliday and Tassoni and Schlottick and Nick Troutwine. And they'll wait Nick Baudette to join the group. With 1:14 to go in the power play for the Golden Bears. Swept down ice by Kian Gonzalez, starting winger for the Broncos, and he's down into the Golden Bear end. Pried away though by Nick Troutwine, and he gets it up to Schlottick. Schlottick at the red line to the blue line of the Broncos. Down the right wing, he's got Tassoni behind him. Tassoni picks up the puck on the goal line, extended, then back behind the goal. Looking towards the point, there stands Nick Troutwine, and he takes it. Back down low, past Schlottick to Tassoni, Schlottick to Tassoni, and up to Nick Troutwine. Baudette's off to his left, Troutwine sends it down low, it hits a defender's skate, and the Broncos are able to clear down ice with 32 seconds to go, and Kaler's penalty. 5-minute major checking from behind early in this period. There's 10:46 to go in the first period in the Hoyt Lakes Arena. 50 years of Hoyt Lakes Arena fun being celebrated this weekend. There's a wrist shot, that's blocked. There's a shot, and that just goes wide. Schlottick can't keep it in. Chasing it down, Nick Troutwine. Chasing him down, Ben Skifstad. Skifstad still on Nick Troutwine. Troutwine sends it in front of his goaltender cross ice in his own zone and back up to far for Alex Haas. A whistle blows, they'll bring it back for a face-off in the Eveleth Gilbert Mesabi East zone. Penalty expires, full strength for the Broncos. Both teams are at full strength, I believe. Yep. Before the game, there was turkey bowling, and a lot of people wondered, how can that be? They don't have thumbs. No. 4 contestants slid turkeys toward bowling pins. I think it was a spare 8, then a strike, and a victory. And the 4th contestant, to some jeers, got just 1 pin down. That was exciting. Alumni games and other youth hockey throughout the weekend. Hall of Fame, U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame exhibit on display here as well. At center ice, the puck goes off the stick of Gage Johnson. He's mixing it up there with Jackson Schultz. Puck slides into the International Falls zone. Erickson picks it up. Erickson in the corner. Sends it up off the stick of Skifstad, kept in by the Golden Bears, and then taken down ice. Here come the Broncos with a shot. That was Braden Dremel. And a pad save by Noah Shuck. Shuck is 1-1 this season. 2.0 goals against. He won the first game he played against Red Wing. That was a 6-0 victory. Then here comes Alex Haas, point blank, save made by Marcotte. Loose puck slides past the goal. Hunter Lavander falls down. Gage Johnson is there. The Broncos exit the zone. Here comes Skifstad. Skifstad waiting for a pass from Parker Savonen. And the Broncos go off on a line change as the puck slides all the way down ice. The whistle blows, they'll bring it back into the Golden Bear end. Shuck won the first game, a shutout over Red Wing, then lost on Tuesday 5-2. Golden Bears hung in there with Hermantown. It was 2-2 into the third period, then 3 unanswered goals. 5-2 was the final there. So Shuck has 2.0 goals against, 95.1, .951 the save percentage, saved 77 of 81 shots. Here come the Golden Bears down ice. There's Trenton Puckernich seeing some action now. Cole Meyer is down there with him. This is Puckernich off into the corner, sweeps it back behind the goal. The Broncos pick it up. Tucker Hell, a junior defenseman, sends it up ice, and the Broncos have a chance, but it slides past Kian Gonzalez. There's a shot into the blue paint and a save made by Shuck, and here comes Puckernich down ice for the Golden Bears. Up to Villiet and Orsdale, can't control it, broken up by the Broncos. Puck slides down towards Tucker Hell, who gets it up to neutral ice, and then past Gavin Skelton. He'll retreat and grab it in the corner for the Eveleth Gilbert Golden Bears. Here's a breakaway for Nathan Tassoni. Tassoni, a pad save by Max Marcotte. Off into the corner, Tassoni is there looking for Nick Troutwine. And it slides up, and Troutwine allows it to come out to neutral ice and regroup with Gavin Skelton in his own end. Play is broken up by the Broncos, who come down ice with Ben Skifstad battling Nick Baudette. Baudette beats him to the puck behind the goal, and the Golden Bears come the other way. Van Orsdale left to right as you see it on your TV. Van Orsdale grabs it in the circle. Van Orsdale leaves it for Schlottick. Schlottick gets past Skifstad and then broken up, and Van Orsdale pushed into the boards by Skifstad. Van Orsdale, Schlottick, Schlottick to Troutwine. Troutwine, a wrist shot, gets through all the traffic onto the pad of Max Marcotte. Off to his left, Nick Troutwine sends it to Nick Baudette. Baudette stick handling, wrist shot, and a save made. Holding on is Max Marcotte. His first start of the season. They've played only one game, have the International Falls Broncos. Mitchell Nemec played that game. 4-0 loss to Little Falls. Marcotte was 4-7-1 last season. 3.52 goals against, 88.0 save percentage. Jack Halliday's number 19 chasing the puck, and here come the Broncos. It's a pass to Kian Gonzalez off his right skate, a little behind him, and Nick Troutwine leaves it for Nick Baudette. Nick Baudette down ice. Jack Halliday skates toward the net. Nick Baudette has it taken away by Kian Gonzalez. Baudette grabs it back. Nick Baudette whips it down into the corner. It's stopped behind the goal by Max Marcotte. Nathan Tassoni is down there. He mixes it up with one of the Broncos. Jack Halliday picks it up, looking for Baudette up towards the blue line, but it's tied up by Kian Gonzalez, who sends it down ice to Beneke. Beneke has it taken away by Nick Troutwine. Troutwine falls down, swipes at it, and Baudette picks it up. He and Jack Halliday come down ice. Halliday across the blue line. Halliday leaves it for Baudette. Baudette takes a shot that goes wide. The Broncos back the other way. Kian Gonzalez with Beneke off to his right. Gonzalez into the circle. Can't get past Gage Everson. There's a shot toward the goal. Just goes wide off into the corner, and Baudette's pushed into the corner by Braden Dremel. Back behind the goal in the Golden Bear end. Alex Haas sends it back to Everson. Everson pushed into the corner. Here is Dremel. Dremel sends it out in front. Intended for Skifstad. Broken up and bounces down ice. Slides down into the corner. A whistle blows. They'll bring it back for a face-off in the Golden Bear end. 5:43 to go in the first period. It's 1-0 Golden Bears. Nick Baudette scored at 1:58, a power play goal, assisted by Van Orsdale and Will Troutwine. And there's Will Troutwine, takes the puck behind his goal, up the right side for Haas. Hit Will Troutwine in the shoulder and sent back in by Anthony Sari. It's going to be a 2-on-1 with Johnson and Haas. Johnson, a stick save by Marcotte. Haas grabs it in the corner, puts it right into one of the Broncos. Now here's Braden Dremel. He can't get it out of the zone as spinning around and sending it up ice is Savonin. Leaves it for Hell. Tucker Hell across mid-ice, and Tucker Hell stick handling, but he's triple teamed, couldn't get it past. Here's Germain, 21. He's 6 on your scorecards if you've got one at home. Forgot his jersey up in International Falls. Alex Haas races down. Beneke beats him to it. Everson grabs it. Now it's Gonzalez, has his pocket picked, but then he grabs it right back. Gonzalez down the left wing, takes a shot, blocked by Everson, and it trickles past Noah Schuck. Battle for the puck now to the left of Schuck. Here's a shot that's stopped by traffic. Cole Meyer down ice. Puck slides up. Cole Meyer grabs it at the top of the circle. He's pushed into the corner, towards the corner by Jackson Schultz. The battle continues. Van Orsdal was there. Cole Meyer grabs it. Van Orsdal has it. Van Orsdal, a shot that goes high off the glass behind the goal. Gavin Skelton, Cole Meyer now. Meyer sends it down in front of the goal, stopped by the Broncos. And down ice, Gonzalez, a bit too far for him. Van Orsdal sweeps it slowly into the Bronco end. The Broncos send it all the way down ice, and a face-off's coming up in the International Falls zone with 3:57 to go in the first period. 1-0 Golden Bears. Eveleth Gilbert plays at Chaska a week from tonight, and then at Holy Angels on Saturday, December 7th. Big game between Virginia, Mountain Iron Buell, and Eveleth Gilbert Mesabi East will be Thursday, December 12th at the Miners Memorial Building in Virginia. Here's Van Orsdal chasing it off into the corner. Looking in front of the goal, Gavin Skelton takes it at the point after a carom off the boards. Bryce Kopp is there, Skelton at neutral ice, and he'll backtrack towards his own end. Cole Meyer can't quite reach it. The Broncos defense bangs it off of Van Orsdal, who collects it and skates down ice. Back behind the goal, leaves it for Bryce Kopp, and sweeping it toward the goal was Moose Lucas Holtman, who skates off in favor of Nick Troutwine. Cole Meyer's number 7. Backhands it towards Sari. Sari stops it. Skelton, or Meyer is there. Sari and Dremel down ice, but the Golden Bears, Van Orsdal takes it. Van Orsdal from the top of the circle. Rebound by Marcotte. Kopp was there, couldn't quite connect on it. And Braden Dremel for the Broncos sends it into the Golden Bears zone as the Broncos make a change. Golden Bears make a change as well. Skating in is Germain. Germain tried to send a pass out in front, blocked. There's a shot from a high slot, and that was Schultz who sent it wide. Then covering up is Noah Schuck. 1-0 Golden Bears. On a Friday night in Hoyt Lakes, it's a weekend celebration of 50 years of action, fun, hockey, and other things in the Hoyt Lakes Arena. There, it's loose in the blue paint, swiping at it is Beneke, and a whistle blows. Covering up is Noah Schuck. Schuck, before this game, had stopped 77 of 81 shots on goal, or is it 77 of 82? He did lose. It was 5-2 on Tuesday in Hermantown. Schlottick tried to reach Tassoni with it, didn't quite connect, and the Broncos, Erickson dumps it into the Golden Bear end, where Nick Troutwine sends it back behind the goal and gets it back in the corner. Karam off the near boards, Halliday for Tassoni. Tassoni offside the call with 2:12 to go in period number 1. Virginia Mountain Iron Buell's playing at Hibbing Chisholm this evening. I believe it's the Blue Jackets' first game of the season. Virginia MIB is 0-2. There's a shot from beyond the blue line, pad saved by Max Marcotte off into the corner and up the half wall. The battle continues. Stopped by Levander, kept in. This is Pokernich, slides back out to neutral ice. Everson skates with it past Parker Savonin, who I believe one of the players who will only play one period tonight, played a lot in the JV. 6 players on the roster crossed out for this evening for the Broncos. Head coach George McDonald said a smorgasbord of reasons for that. Injuries or other things. They'll all be back tomorrow, for what that's worth, because the Broncos play again tomorrow. The road trip continues. Tomorrow they play up in Lake of the Woods. So they're all over northeastern and northern Minnesota this weekend. Happy Thanksgiving weekend. Hunter Levander on the attack, but Sari sweeps it away from him. Kept in, slipped out, and the face-off is coming up. 1-0 Golden Bears at 1:58. Nick Badette scored his second goal of the season, assisted by Elliot Van Orsdal, his third assist of the season, and Will Troutwine now has 7 assists in just over 3 games. Off the face-off, Tucker Hell sweeps it up ice to Germain, who sends it down into the corner. It rings around to the opposite corner. Everson on the attack there, and now it's stopped by Sari. Sari, a wrist shot, the goal! Might have gone off. Well, it was deflected. Sari took the shot, and the Broncos score. With 1:15 to go in the first period, it's 1-1. Sari took a shot from the point that was deflected into the goal. I thought initially it hit a Golden Bear defender down there. Here's the announcement.
Jackson Germain, assisted by number 3, Anthony Sari, number 20, Brendan Bennett.
Sari and Beneke with the assists on Jackson Germain's goal. Sari took the shot from the point off of Jackson Germain, and it's 1-1. Golden Bears Broncos with 59 seconds to go in the first period. A penalty called on Beneke of the Broncos. Two-minute minor penalty. We'll get the announcement here.
Penalty on the Broncos, number 20.
Power play for the Golden Bears, their second. Tripping the call on Beneke. One for one are the Golden Bears on the power play. They had a 5-minute power play, 5-minute major early in this period on Travis Kaler. Badette scored. And now with 30 seconds to go in the first period, a power play for the Golden Bears. There it is, through the blue paint. There's a shot, hit the side of the goal. Van Orsdal retreats and picks it up. It's pushed into the boards by Sari. Van Orsdal reaches out, grabs it. There's a point-blank shot by Bryce Kopp. Badette grabs it. Badette up to Everson. Everson with 15 seconds left in the first period sends it high off the glass behind the goal. Van Orsdal grabs it, looking out for Badette. Out in front, Van Orsdal stick handling behind the goal. Tried to get it, Badette. And there's Troutwine, his shot. Rebound, gets his own rebound, then it's poked in. And it's a power play goal with 3 seconds to go in the first period. Golden Bears take a 2-1 lead. Golden Bears score another power play goal, and they've got a 2-1 lead now with 3 seconds left in the first period. We get the announcement after the buzzer, signifying the end of the first period. And the Golden Bears lead the Broncos 2-1.
Scoring for the Golden Bears, number 9, Bryce Kopp, assisted by Nick Badette, and number 14, Elliot Van Orsdal.
Bryce Kopp scores a power play goal. It's his
17 for the Broncos, 4 for the Bears.
Bryce Kopp scored his third goal. He now has 3 power play goals this season. And Nick Badette gets one of the assists there on that power play goal at 16:57 of the first period. After one period of play, it's 2-1 Golden Bears. It's 50 years of Hoyt Lakes Arena, 69 to 2019. Alumni games and lots of action and excitement throughout the arena, starting yesterday and last night, today, and through the weekend. After one period in the Hoyt Lakes Arena, it's Eveleth Gilbert Mesabi East 2, International Falls 1. International Falls cheerleaders have finished their cheers, which signified the end of the between period break. Yeah, the Falls cheerleaders cheering to both sides and both ends of the Hoyt Lakes Arena on this beautiful Friday night in beautiful scenic Hoyt Lakes, Minnesota. After one period of play, it's the Eveleth Gilbert Mesabi East Golden Bears 2, the International Falls Broncos 1. The Golden Bears scored at 1:58 of the first period. A power play goal by Nick Baudette, his second goal of the season, assisted by Elliot Van Orsdale and Will Troutwine. At 15:45, Jackson Germain scored for the Broncos, assisted by Anthony Sari and Brendan Beneke. And then another power play goal for the Golden Bears with 3 seconds left in period number 1. Bryce Kopp's third goal, third power play goal of the season. Nick Baudette and Elliot Van Orsdale assisted on that. After one period, it's Eveleth Gilbert 2, International Falls 1. Golden Bears had 18 shots on goal in the first period. The Broncos had 5. It's 50 years of Hoyt Lakes Arena action, 1969 to 2019. See that signified at center ice, Hoyt Lakes Arena, Blackhawks, and now the Giants of Mesabi East. At the start of the game, Mesabi East students started. Now it's Elliot Van Orsdale centering Bryce Kopp and Cole Meyer, and on defense, Will Troutwine and Gage Everson. And for the Broncos, number 21, normally number 6, is Jackson Germain. His jersey's up in International Falls. And he grabs the puck in front of his own net and skates down ice, down the left wing. It's Germain skating down with Gonzalez. Germain keeps it, sends it to Beneke, who can't connect. Goes off into the corner to the left of Noah Shuck. Shuck and Gonzalez were mixing it up at the blue paints. They're calling a penalty on Noah Shuck here, I believe. It's a penalty on the goalie. 2 minutes for slashing on Noah Shuck. He was mixing it up with Gonzalez right there in the blue paint. The whistle blew. The finger was pointed by the official towards Noah Shuck. Noah Shuck shrugged his shoulders and lifted his hands as up to say, "What? What, me?" And Cole Meyer will serve the penalty. It's a power play for the International Falls Broncos. They are 0 for 8 on the power play this season. Just a game and a period into it. Yeah, they had 8 power plays against Little Falls. Save made there by Shuck, and here come the Broncos. It's Germain, point blank shot turned away. Jackson Schultz is number 13, also out there. And here's Van Orsdale down the right wing, shorthanded, skates in, backhand, and it's turned away by Max Marcotte up into the netting. A face-off coming up. Van Orsdale with a big chance. Van Orsdale's the leading scorer for the Golden Bears. 4 goals and now 4 assists, 2 assists in the first period tonight. It's Germain and Beneke and Dremel out there for the Broncos. Dremel stops it with his stick in front of his goaltender, and Dremel picks it up, skates behind his goaltender, and up to Beneke. Beneke for the Broncos from his own blue line up to the Golden Bear blue line, stopped by Nick Troutwine, who sends it all the way onto the stick of Max Marcotte, the goaltender, who sweeps it behind the goal, and it's picked up by Dremel. Dremel a cross ice pass to Tucker Hell. That's not Tucker Hell, it's Travis Kaler. Kaler served a 5-minute major in the first period, during which Nick Baudette scored the first period of the game. And the Golden Bears send it all the way down ice. 56 seconds left in Noah Shuck's penalty, served by Kohlmeyer. 2-1 Golden Bears lead. This is the first power play of the night for the Broncos. Skating in is Jackson Schultz. He's number 13. Now from the circle, a rebound. Another rebound off the pad of Noah Shuck. Dremel sends it down low, and there's Shuck stopping another one, waiting for an open net. There was his Skifstad, who had a chance. Sent it off wide. Skifstad gets it back. Jack Halliday sweeps it down ice, clears it for the Golden Bears with 15 seconds to go, and Shuck's penalty, a slashing call. Golden Bears are 2 for 2 on the power play tonight. Broncos' first power play is coming to an end as Marcotte stops it. There's an open net, but Anthony Sari collects the puck. Both teams now at full strength as Meyer escapes the box. Here's Nick Baudette. Baudette sends it in. He's going to skate around and skate off as Gage Everson joins Will Troutwine. On defense for the Golden Bears, Alex Haas chasing it down with Alex Sari. Nathan Tassoni is there, the other number 3. Tassoni in a battle behind the goal, pushed down by Tucker Hell. Tassoni and Tucker Hell in the battle. And Sari grabs it for International Falls. They trail 2-1 early in the second period in the Hoyt Lakes Arena. Down the ice he comes. Jackson Schultz across the blue line is shot toward the net, deflected by Will Troutwine. Now Gage Johnson tries to get it past one of the Broncos. It's pried away. Beneke grabs it. Beneke skates in and sends it up in front of the goal. Nathan Tassoni grabs it on the half wall near side. Picked up by Tucker Hell, sweeps it toward the goal, hit some traffic in front and was swept wide to the corner. Golden Bears off the half wall. Tassoni awaits it, and he takes it at the blue line. Over to Gage Everson. Everson across the red line, across the blue line, takes the shot, deflected up into the netting. Face-off coming up. Broncos putting on more pressure. Well, they had the aid of a man advantage there early in the second period. In the first period, Golden Bears had 18 shots on goal, the Broncos 5. It was 2-1 after one period. That's what we have now. 13:07 to go in period number 2. In the Hoyt Lakes Arena, Elliot Van Orsdal in on the faceoff with Braden Dremel. Gavin Skelton down behind the goal to Van Orsdal. Moose is there, awaiting the puck. It slides all the way down ice. They're going to bring it back into the Golden Bear end for a faceoff. Both these teams, you probably are aware, are in the Iron Range Conference. First conference game of the season for both these teams. Other games tonight, Virginia Mountain Iron Buell is at Hibbing Chisholm. The Blue Devils are 0-2. I believe it's Hibbing Chisholm's first game of the season. Golden Bears play. Here's Moose with a shot, stick saved by Max Marcotte. Pop sweeps it back behind the goal. Van Orsdal pushed into the boards by Dremel. Moose awaiting it at the blue line. He slips out to neutral ice. He sends it in, and there's a whistle offside. Golden Bears Blue Devils play on December 12th. Officials asking, what's your name, to number 14, and he's getting a talking to. Elliot is. See the officials having a word with Golden Bears number 14. The officials tonight are Todd Skya, Steve Esty, and Mo Benda. Gonzalez crushed to the ice by Gage Everson. A whistle blows, an interference call. Second penalty of this, I believe, second period. Yeah, the penalty box door opens, and Will Troutwine is skating into the box. Will Troutwine called on the
penalty on Golden Bears. Number 5. Will Troutwine, 2 minutes for interference.
It can't be. It had to be Gage Everson. It is. Everson going into the box, 2 minutes for interference. He's the one who knocked Kian Gonzalez onto his backside there at about the blue line. Now it's the second power play of the night for International Falls. They're 0 for 1, 0 for 9 on the season. That shot blocked by Will Troutwine. 1-5 blocks another 5, and Broncos 5. Travis Kaler retreats and picks it up. Kaler down ice with Beneke to his right. Now Beneke behind him picks it up on the half wall. Tried to get it back down to Kaler. Broken up by Cole Meyer. Meyer gets past Germain. Meyer to Van Orsdal. Van Orsdal shoots and scores! Short-handed, the Golden Bears make it a 3-1 game. Eveleth, Gilbert, Mesabi East. At 4:53, Elliot Van Orsdal scores his 5th goal of the season. Meyer will get an assist. 3-1 Golden Bears. Here comes the announcement.
Scoring for the Golden Bears, number 20, Elliot Van Orsdal, assisted by 7, Cole Meyer, and number 40, Nick Troutwine.
Troutwine's been involved in 2 of the 3 goals, Will and Nick this evening. Here's Nick down the right wing, across the blue line, wrist shot, glove save. Max Marcotte puts it down for his teammate, and Beneke gets it back to Dremel. Dremel will track it down on the far wall. There's Van Orsdal. Still short-handed. Here's Van Orsdal again, spinning around, gets it up to the blue line, slips out into neutral ice, and Van Orsdal, Nick Baudette. Van Orsdal leaves the ice. And here is Pokernich, along with Lavander, Nick Troutwine, and Nick Baudette, the 4 short-handed players here, penalty killers for the Golden Bears. International Falls 0 for 9 early this season on the power play. Down the ice, Will Troutwine picks it up. Gets it away from Parker Savonin. Now number 5 is Travis Kaler. Sends it all the way across ice in front of his bench. Pokernich picks it up. Pokernich gets it past Skifstead. Pokernich crushes Sari into the boards. Sari sends it up. Lavander gloves it, puts it down. Lavander pushed off the play by 2 Broncos. Out of the box is Gage Everson, gets a stick on a stick. Savonin with a shot. Stick save into the netting. Face-off coming up. Golden Bears have killed off 2 penalties this evening, scored a shorthanded goal, scored 2 power play goals, and lead it 3-1 with 10:24 to go in the second period. Everson in the corner behind the goal, behind his own goal, and Everson gets it back. Sends it off the half wall, stopped by Savonin. Out in front, there's Skifstead. Skifstead between his skates, looking for it. Now it's a wrist shot into the glove of Noah Schuck. That was Jackson Schultz. Leading scorer a season ago, last season, was Brady Wicklund, not playing tonight. He had 17 goals and 15 assists. He was a sophomore last season. Leading scorer of those still on the team. Might have been a senior with more goals and assists last season. This is Erickson. And that's Germain. That's Tucker Hell, who couldn't control it. Will Troutwine will. But the whistle blows and a face-off is coming up. Ely's at Greenway, Nashwauk-Keewatin this evening. Greenway, Nashwauk-Keewatin. 1-0. They defeated Virginia Mountain Iron Buell in their first game and their only game. North Shore's at Proctor. Hermantown playing Wayzata in Hermantown. Some Section 7A teams in action this evening. Duluth Denfeld isn't playing. They are 3-0 on the season. They're a good one. They're a good one. There's Gage Johnson with Germain on the faceoff to the left of Max Marcotte. Nick Troutwine sends it toward the goal. Stick save. by Max Marcotte. Johnson in the corner, spinning around with Erickson. And the Broncos get out to neutral ice. This is Gonzalez. Gonzalez has Beneke, but Alex Haas got a stick on that. Haas and Beneke meet in the corner. Beneke falls to one knee. Nick Baudette grabs the puck, stops, holds the puck, gets away from Beneke. Picking it up is Nick Troutwine, loses it now to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, off the half wall. Germain scored the goal for International Falls. Sorry, and Beneke with the assists. That was in the first period. It's 3-1 Golden Bears here. 9:03 to go in the second period. Hunter Levander sweeps it up to neutral ice. Alex Haas got a stick on it. Levander got a skate on it. Tried to sneak it off to Alex Haas. Haas puts a hit on one of the Broncos. Here's Nick Baudette across the red line. It's broken up by Jackson Schultz. But on into the Broncos zone it goes. Back up to neutral ice. Levander back to Nick Troutwine. Nick Troutwine looking for Baudette. He takes it off the near boards and sweeps it backhanded down ice. Into the corner. Erickson chased by Alex Haas. Baudette stops it. Gets it away from Germain. Sends a shot toward the goal. Save made. Goes back behind the goal. And Jackson Schultz sends it up to the blue line. Baudette stops it. Broncos send it up out of play over the Bronco bench, into the Bronco bench. And head coach George McDonald, now in his 5th season as head coach. Jeff Terrell coaches the Golden Bears in his 9th season. Face-off coming up to the left of Max Marcotte. First start of the season for Max. He was 4-7-1 last season, 3.52 goals against, 88.880 on the save percentage. Going to switch it up here. And Bryce Kopp on the face-off with Kaler. Gavin Skelton, Mesabi East. Sends it down. It went off of Cole Meyer and off to the corner. And it's flicked up to neutral ice all the way down ice. There's a whistle and they'll bring it back into the Bronco end. Next game for the Eveleth Gilbert Mesabi East Golden Bears is a week from tonight, Friday, December 6th at Chaska. And then Saturday afternoon, December 7th at Holy Angels. Golden Bears are back into the Hippodrome on Tuesday, December 10th against Ely Northeast Range, and then at the Miners Memorial Building in Virginia, Thursday, December 12th against the Blue Devils. It'll be during that game that the new mascot, the new school name will be announced, I believe, between the first and second periods of that game. Here's Elliot Van Orsdal, got down into the circle to the left of Marcotte. Gavin Skelton gets a stick on it and pushes Skifstead into the boards. But here comes Savonen. Savonen's broken up and Bryce Kopp has it. He's spun around and he's pushed down. And here come the Broncos, taken away by Cole Meyer. He's got no Van Orsdal with him. Van Orsdal has it, a shot, and that went up high. Thought it was going in. Might have hit the crossbar. And it comes back down to neutral ice. Moose tracks it down. Moose is watched by Jackson Schultz there, I think. Jersey's all bunched up. Here comes Van Orsdal across center ice. He has it pried away. Gavin Skelton grabs it up to Van Orsdal. Down to Sari, and Sari bangs it off the near boards. Moose picks it up. Lucas Holtman to Bryce Kopp. Kopp scored a goal in the first period. He's got 3 this season, all power play goals. Kopp on the attack, but now Jackson Schultz slides it up into Golden Bear territory where Will Troutwine picks it up, sends it up to center ice off of Hell's stick, and Hell chases Pokernich into the boards in front of the Golden Bear bench. Here comes Halliday, a shot that goes wide. Schlottick pushed into the corner boards by Germain. Awaiting it at the point, Will Troutwine. Taken at the blue line by Everson. Everson sweeps it towards the goal. A stick save. Off into the corner. Halliday and Tucker Hell in the battle. Halliday takes a hit. Schlottick down there with Beneke. Schlottick pries it away. Tucker Hell behind the goal. A couple of players fall behind the goal. And here comes Tucker Hell. He fell on the goal line extended. Up to Will Troutwine, lines it up, takes a shot, holding on is Max Marcotte. 5:41 to go in the second period. It's 3-1, Eveleth Gilbert, Mesabi East. They led 2-1 after one. Then at 4:53 of this second period, Elliot Van Orsdal scored his 5th goal of the season. A shorthanded goal from Cole Meyer and Nick Troutwine. That's Johnson and Dremel in the faceoff. Bouncing puck picked up by Baudette. Baudette shoots wide. He scored the first goal of the game. 1:58 into the game. The Golden Bears have a 2-goal lead now, 3-1. Erickson spins away from Johnson. Erickson back behind his goal. A pass intercepted. Shot goes wide. Nick Troutwine sends it off into the corner. Chased down by Kaler. Erickson back there. Couple of Golden Bears and Alex Haas there. It's still in the blue paint. Then it goes back behind the goal. Max Marcotte steered that one clear. Here it's a 2-on-2. Going to be a 3-on-2 if they can do it, but unable to get everything regrouped as Sivonen grabs it up in front off the stick of Braden Dremel. Now the Broncos, Skifstad, pushed away by Nick Baudette. Baudette hit by Skifstad, who falls down. A couple of players fall behind the goal. Nick Troutwine retrieves the puck. Now it's out in front. Here's a chance for Skifstad. Backhand, rebound, shot, backhand, and a pad save by Noah Shuck. It comes up to the blue line, kept in by the Broncos. Nick Baudette can't control it. Gage Johnson is there off of Shuck's stick to Lavender's stick, and he bangs it off the far board. It's going to go all the way down ice, and they'll bring it all the way back into the Golden Bear end. Some pressure being put on by the Broncos. Shuck was there to turn International Falls away. A couple of chances and a pass or two that didn't quite click. 4:14 to go in the second period. 3-1 Golden Bears. Germain and Van Orsdal with the face-off to the left of Noah Shuck. Kept in by Tucker Hell. Tucker Hell skates into the circle. Schultz takes it from Hell, and he skates down low along with Germain. A couple of Broncos and a Golden Bear. That Golden Bear is Gage Everson up to the points, and it's Kaler. No, it's Sari with a wrist shot and a glove save by Noah Shuck. Germain and Van Orsdal with the face-off. Bouncing puck picked up by Kopp, taken away by Gonzalez. Gonzalez tried to get it out in front. Will Troutwine broke it up. Those two continue the battle up the half wall. Gonzalez spun around and falls down. Will Troutwine has it, bangs it off the near boards. Bryce Kopp leaves it for Cole Meyer, and a whistle blows offside. Broncos are on the road this weekend. Tomorrow night they play Lake of the Woods in Baudette, a 3 o'clock in the afternoon game. So a lot of bus ride time for the Broncos. 6 players on the roster not playing tonight will all be back in action tomorrow. Here's Schlottig into the circle. Schlottig with a wrist shot and a glove save by Max Marcotte. Crowd in the Hoyt Lakes Arena on this Friday night. It's a weekend celebrating 50 years, the 50-year anniversary of the Hoyt Lakes Arena. Skating in Nathan Tassoni, a backhand shot over the right shoulder, and Max Marcotte and Tassoni scores. It's 4-1 Golden Bears. At 13:33, Tassoni scores. It's his second goal of the season. An even strength goal now for the Golden Bears. They have 2 power play goals, a shorthanded goal, an even strength goal. Here's the announcement coming up in just a second or two. Here we go.
Scoring for the Golden Bears, number 3, Nathan Tassoni, assisted by 19, Jack Halliday.
Halliday with an assist on Nathan Tassoni's goal for Tassoni, his second goal of the season. And it's 4-1 Golden Bears. Jack Halliday, who just assisted on that, had the puck. He takes a hit. Beneke with a shot. That's deflected. There, it's out in front through the blue paint. And Skifstead had a chance at a backhand. He spun around and dumped down. It's all the way down ice into the Bronco end. And Kaler beats Tassoni to the puck, then gets it away from Schlottick. Puck comes up out in front, bounces, and it's loose in the slot. Pushed down is Skelton. Couple of Broncos. Beneke now takes it off the near boards. Thought it hit the rafters. Didn't hit anything. Comes down harmlessly onto the ice. No whistle. And Schlottick sends it off into the Bronco end. And the Broncos come back the other way. Germain sends it back behind the goal. Nick Troutwine is there. This is Savonin, number 22. There's Germain. There's an open net for Germain. And he's turned away. And there's a chance for Tucker Hell. He's hit by Gavin Skelton. There's a wrist shot that goes wide. Sorry on the half wall. Sends it bouncing towards the goal. Noah Shuck is there. And he can't control it. It's sent into the goal somehow. I thought Noah Shuck had it. Did it go between the legs? And the Broncos score. It's Savonin with the goal. And it's 4-2. Golden Bears with the lead. 1:56 to go. At 15:04, the Broncos score. 4-2 now, Golden Bears. I think it was 22. There was a mix-up out in front. We'll get the announcement here and we'll find out. Play continues in the Golden Bear end. Gonzalez. Well, they've interrupted the announcement. I think they were going to say, well, they did say, number 3, sorry. So I said Savonin, he was nowhere to be seen. It was 22, there he is. There he is now. It was Gonzalez from Germain and Sari, 4-2, Golden Bears lead. The action behind the Golden Bear goal. Broncos putting on more pressure. Gage Johnson grabs it for Eveleth, Gilbert, Mesabi East. Down the right wing, it's pried away from him by Savonin. Savonin rings it around and he'll take it at center ice. Savonin crosses into the Golden Bear territory, leaves it for Germain. He shoots it wide. Travis Kaler will track it down. He pushes Nick Badet into the boards. 48 seconds to go in the second period. 4-2 Golden Bears. There's Beneke. Nick Badet takes it away. Badet back behind the goal and off to the far side. The Broncos keep it in the zone. And now it slides back up to neutral ice, but it's dumped back in behind the Eveleth Gilbert Mesabi's goal. Elliot Van Orsdal came back out onto the ice and he takes the puck at center ice. Van Orsdal down the right wing, skips past a man, tried to, loses the puck though, and it's Skifstead to Beneke. Here comes Nick Badet. Badet to Van Orsdal. Van Orsdal takes a wrist shot. That goes wide, off into the corner, kept in by Everson. Everson bounces it towards Max Marcotte, who watches it go wide. 5 seconds to go in the second period. 4-2 Golden Bears. Here's a wrist shot taken by Pokernich, blocked by traffic out in front. The buzzer sounds. And the second period comes to an end with the score. Eveleth Gilbert, Mesabi East 4, International Falls 2. It was 2-1 Golden Bears after 1. The International Falls Broncos cheerleaders have left the ice. The Golden Bears boys hockey team has entered the ice. The Broncos are out there, and we are getting set for the third period in the Hoyt Lakes Arena on a lovely, what might be becoming a snowy night in Hoyt Lakes, Minnesota. The Golden Bears lead the Broncos 4-2. It was 2-1 after one period. Then at 4:53 of the second period, Elliot Van Orsdal scored his fifth goal of the season. A shorthanded goal. Was that a shorthanded goal? They had power play goal down there. I think it was shorthanded goal. Cole Meyer and Nick Troutwine with the assists. At 13:33, Nathan Tassoni scored for the Golden Bears, his second goal of the season, assisted by Jack Halliday. And then the Broncos scored again at 15:04. It was they changed the scoring. Your announcer, for the first time in recent memory, was correct. It was Parker Savonin with the goal, Kian Gonzalez and Anthony Sari with the assists. Golden Bears had 10 shots on goal in the second period for a two-period total of 29. International Falls had 16 officially for a two-period total of 21. Germain and Van Orsdal will be at center ice, and they are. And we're off. The third period is underway in the Hoyt Lakes Arena. It's a weekend celebrating 50 years. 50-year anniversary celebration of the Hoyt Lakes Arena. The Blackhawks, the Giants, the Bears, all signified by the words on the ice down below or high above the ice here in the press box. The plush, pristine amenities in the press box in the Hoyt Lakes Arena, and a lot of action going on with alumni games and display by the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame out in the lobby. The UMD championship trophies had been on display, I believe, through this afternoon. I think they had to get them back. There's a puck down ice and up into the crowd. There's a souvenir. See if they save it or if they go Chicago Cubs on it and throw it back. Looks like they're going to maybe save it, get an autograph later on. They're keeping it. I'm keeping this puck. I'm not giving it back. The officials wondering what to do now. Hopefully they brought more. The officials tonight are Todd Skaya, Steve Esty, and Mo Benda. They'll figure this out, and they've got a puck at center ice. 51 seconds into the third period, Golden Bears lead the Broncos 4-2. I was talking to some parents and grandparents between periods, parents and grandparents of Golden Bear players, and the concern on their faces and the concern in their voices as to what will happen here in this third period. Well, the Golden Bears, I said, they're winning 4-2. Things are okay for your team. They saw the Broncos coming on, and they did a bit in that second period. Here the Golden Bears are putting most of the pressure on through this first minute and a half of this third period. Jack Halliday tried to put a check on Jackson Schultz off to the right of Max Marcotte. Now Schlottek stops it with his gloved left hand, puts it down for Jack Halliday. Halliday into the corner, tried to get it back to Schlottek, but Braden Dremel is there for the Broncos. He tried to sneak it up to Sari, and now it's stopped at the blue line by Nick Troutwine. Troutwine puts it down for Schlottek. Schlottek is spun around and knocked down. An arm is in the air, a whistle blows, a penalty box door will open, and the Golden Bears will go on the power play, their third of the night. This is Jackson Schultz going into the penalty box.
Penalty on the Broncos. Number 13, Jackson Schultz, 2 minutes for tripping.
2 minutes for tripping. Jackson Schultz, third power play of the night for the Golden Bears. They are 2 for 2, and on the season coming into the game, 40%. So they've increased that a bit. Off the side of the net, Elliot Van Orsdal down low. Will Troutwine half wall near side. It's pried away by Kaler. Now it's sent off into the far corner. Gage Everson stops it. Gage Everson on the blue line to Will Troutwine, top of the circle. Back down to Van Orsdal. Van Orsdal looking back, looking towards the front of the net, and he sends it up towards the front of the net, off a Bronco skate, and into the glove of Max Marcotte. Broncos coming into the game, they had only played one game. They were 4 for 4 on the penalty kill, but they've allowed 2 power play goals this evening. Will Troutwine sends it down low. Erickson grabs it, puts it down, sweeps it down into the Golden Bear end. Will Troutwine retreats in a battle with Gonzalez. Troutwine gets past Gonzalez. Now he makes it past Germain. Will Troutwine into the circle. Will Troutwine out in front. Bouncing puck. Swatting at it is Badette. And it goes off into the corner. Will Troutwine is there with Gonzalez. Schultz in the penalty box. Erickson positions himself defense out in front. Gage Everson grabs it on the blue line. Over to Will Troutwine. Will Troutwine, wrist shot, save made by Max Marcotte. Noah Shucks in goal for the Golden Bears. 1-1 on the season. He has made 19 saves this evening. Max Marcotte has made 25 saves. 26 now. Jack Halliday is 19 on the face-off. Power play continues for the Golden Bears. Nick Troutwine is there. Nick Troutwine over to Everson. Everson bounces it down in front of the goal. Nathan Tassoni's positioned in front of the goal on the power play for the Golden Bears. And the Broncos come away with it. Here comes Beneke down the left wing, shorthanded, leaves it for Sari. Sari sends it off the pad of Noah Shuck, comes all the way back up to neutral ice. Tucker Hell takes a hit by Jack Halliday, who's pushed to the ice by Beneke. Power play continues on for the Golden Bears, trying to muster something here with 12 seconds to go. Everson stops it on the red line, cross to Jack Halliday. Halliday watches Everson cross in offside. 6 seconds to go in the penalty on Jackson Schultz. 13:15 left in the third period. 4-2 Golden Bears. Johnson, Haas, Levander, Nick Troutwine, and Nick Badette. Here's Alex Haas. Pad save by Max Marcotte. Schultz is out of the box. Both teams are at full strength. Golden Bears 2 for 3 on the power play this evening. Off the face-off, Nick Badette tracks it down far side, backhands it toward the corner. Johnson races for it, but the Broncos ring it around, and Kean Gonzalez. Kean Gonzalez trying to get past Nick Troutwine. Nick Troutwine gets it away from Gonzalez, but Gonzalez gets it back. Then he loses it, but Erickson grabs it on his own blue line. Across the red line, Nick Badette grabs it for their Golden Bears. Here comes Badette skating in, trying to get past Kaler. Does, but gets back behind the goal. Nick Badette up the half wall near side, leaves it for Nick Troutwine. Nick to Nick, and then back down to Alex Haas in the corner. Hunter Levander is there. Erickson there for the Broncos. Nick Badette pokes at it. And it flies and bounces up into neutral ice, where Nick Troutwine collects it in his own zone. Kind of fans on it, and here comes Gonzalez skating in. Noah Shuck sweeps it away, but there's Germain with a shot, and that goes high off the glass behind Shuck. Johnson and Savonin in a battle to the left of Noah Shuck. The battle continues, and Johnson pries the puck away. Here comes Skifstead in for the Broncos. Reaching for it was Savonin. Now Alex Haas on a break. Try to get past Kaler. Kaler takes the puck away. And he sends it up ice to a teammate at Skifstead, who loses it to Moose. Moose back to Gavin Skelton. Tries to get it past Savonin. Does. Up to the red line. Swatting at it was Braden Dremel. And Moose tracks it down. He and Savonin. Lucas Holtman, Moose, loses Savonin, and there's Braden Dremel for the Broncos. Elliot Van Orsdal takes the puck away. Over to Lucas Holtman, the defenseman for the Golden Bears, in a battle with Savonin. Skifstead swats it off, down ice, in the Golden Bear end. Pokernich is there in the circle for the Golden Bears. Elliot Van Orsdal sweeps it around, one corner to the other. Lucas Holtman falls down in front of the official. Battle continues near side, Golden Bear end, and the puck bounces back into the Golden Bear zone. Stopping it now is Velia Van Orsdal. It crosses into the Bronco end. 4 Broncos around him. Van Orsdal back into the corner, knocked down by 2 of the Broncos. And here come the Broncos back down the other way. Skifstead to the left of Savonin. Savonin sends it in from about center ice onto the stick of Noah Shuck, who holds on. Whistle blows, face-off coming up. 10:47 to go in the third period. It's 4-2 Golden Bears. 50th anniversary celebration this weekend of the Hoyt Lakes Arena. Schlottick tried to reach it, but Erickson stops it at the blue line, takes a shot, hits traffic out in front. That hit Gage Everson in front of his goalie, Noah Schuck. Gage Everson has it now, and he loops it up toward the Bronco blue line where it's taken by Beneke. Beneke bangs it off the end boards for a teammate, and then he gets it back behind the goal. Beneke sends it out of his own zone up to neutral ice. Then Beneke sends it off the end boards behind Noah Schuck, who sweeps it away for Will Troutwine. Here come the Golden Bears, Jack Halliday. He's got Schlottick to his right. Halliday into the circle, past Kaler, off of the skate of Erickson, towards the goaltender, then into the corner to the left of Max Marcotte. Gage Everson can't keep it in. Here comes Beneke down ice for the Broncos between two Golden Bears, broken up by Will Troutwine, who retreats into the corner, taken by Germain, and sliding up toward the blue line. Skifstead sends it back into the corner where Will, senior defenseman, sends it to a teammate. It bounced back up to neutral ice. Thought it would bounce, but it was into the glove of Anthony Sari. And all the way down ice. And a whistle blows to bring it all the way back into the Golden Bear end.
All right, we had to redraw the number. Hope you held on to your tickets. Winning ticket now is 554. 554.
Very controversial redraw on the split the pot. A rare redraw. And the Broncos skating in, taking a backhand shots. Schuck with the save. Schuck with another save. Loose in the blue paint. The Golden Bears, Will Troutwine comes away with it. Sends it off the near boards. Taken by Anthony Sari. Sari is pushed into the boards, almost through the boards, by Trenton Pokernich. Nick Badette sends it back to Pokernich on the near side in his own zone. Up to the blue line. Broncos stop it. And it's Braden Dremel who sends it back into the Eveleth Gilbert Mesabi East End. Dremel and Nick Badette down in the corner. Tucker Hell is there. Here comes Trenton Pokernich. Pokernich up to Gage Johnson. Johnson on the right wing, leaves it for Nick Troutwine. Johnson gets it back, has it taken away by Braden Dremel. Nick Troutwine takes it from Dremel. Dremel skates off as the Broncos make a change, and Nick rings it around. Johnson stops it far side, bangs it off the end boards. With 8:23 to go in the third period, it's 4-2 Golden Bears. Gonzalez dumps it in. Germain on the attack. Schuck sweeps it away. Beneke is there on the far side. And Nick Badette comes up with it for the Golden Bears. Still, though, in the Golden Bear end, Sari had it blocked by Gage Johnson. A couple of players mix it up towards the corner. Sari from the point, blocked by Bryce Kopp. And here comes Bryce Kopp into the Bronco end. Bryce Kopp past Erickson, continuing, sending it towards Van Orsdal, but that's broken up by the Broncos. It bounces towards center ice. Gage Everson sends it onto the stick of the goalie Max Marcotte. He leaves it for Erickson. He sees Gonzalez up the left wing, and he dumps it to center ice. Gage Everson for the Golden Bears, up to Bryce Kopp. He has a goal tonight. He has 3 goals this season, all shorthanded. Here's Bryce Kopp in the blue paint, loose, and stopped by Will Troutwine. Lines it up, pad save Marcotte, loose out in front. A bouncing puck, an arm by the official is in the air, and a penalty is called. Cole Meyer standing over Anthony Sari. And the penalty box door will open up. Holding the call, it's Anthony Sari of the Broncos. 4th power play of the night.
Anthony Sari, 2 minutes for holding.
2 minutes for holding Anthony Sari. Power play, 4th of the night for the Golden Bears. They're 2 for 3. Will Troutwine sends it off the goalpost, and the official is pointing goal. The light came on for a second, I believe. Will Troutwine lined it up, a wrist shot, and he sent it in for a power play goal. The Broncos are arguing, not very vociferously arguing, but questioning the call. Will Troutwine had it, and he lined up a wrist shot. He heard it off the goalpost, maybe the crossbar. And didn't the official signal goal? But yes, he did. And he signaled goal again. So Will Troutwine has an assist and a goal now tonight. It's his second goal of the season. At 9:49, the Golden Bears take a 5-2 lead. Bryce Kopp talking with one of the officials, another official talking with George McDonald and the coaches over at the Bronco bench.
Assisted by number 9, Bryce Kopp, and number 7, Cole Meyer.
For Meyer, it's his first assist of the season. For Kopp, it's his third assist of the season to go along with 3 goals. He has a goal and an assist this evening. So Will Troutwine scores on the power play. And it's 5-2 Eveleth Gilbert. And there's Will, up to Kopp. Kopp, up to Van Orsdal. Tucker Hell breaks it up. Meyer retreats, neutral ice, sends it into the Bronco end. Van Orsdal on the attack. Skifstead sweeps it past Everson. Here comes Savonin down ice. Whistle blows. They'll bring it back into the Bronco end. Alumni games this weekend. Tomorrow, Saturday evening at 7, I believe it's the Duluth Wounded Warriors versus the East Range Fire and Police here on the ice at the Hoyt Lakes Arena. 50 years being celebrated here. And here comes Gonzalez, broken up by Gavin Skelton. One of the Broncos dumped down behind the goal. Tucker Hell kept it into the Golden Bear end. Now off the stick of Pokernich. Pokernich grabs it across center ice. Takes a hit by Gonzalez. The Broncos unable to control. Taken at his own blue line by Gavin Skelton. Pokernich up, or Schlottick upended. Now Pokernich pushes a Bronco into the boards. Another mix up there with Nathan Tassoni and the other 3. Anthony Sari. Sari and Tassoni. There's a stick save off Schlottick's shot. Hell across the way, fans on it, and is picked up by Pokernich, who sends it high off the glass over Max Marcotte. Tassoni in a battle in the corner. A couple of Broncos join in. Tucker Hell among them. Nick Troutwine cross to Gavin Skelton, sends it up. Off the stick, reaching high to make a save was Max Marcotte. Off to his right, and here come the Broncos. Gonzalez is now behind Germain, who takes a shot. Save made, falling upon it and covering up as Noah Schuck. Was there a whistle? Must have been a whistle. And a face-off is coming up. Along with the alumni games, before this game, there was turkey bowling. It was one of the highlights of the evening. 4 contestants, 2 had spares. Did they have spares? No, they had 8s. Then one guy got a strike, and he took home all the, they all took home a turkey. That's how it works. Travis Kaler sweeps it back around near side. And falling down was Jackson Schultz. So here comes Nick Budette. Budette skating in, save made by Marcotte, loose puck. There's Alex Haas. Alex Haas grabs it on the goal line, extended, and he skates toward the goal. Gage Johnson is there. Levander can't control it. Nick Budette takes a shot off the end boards. Alex Haas pushes a Bronco into the corner. Johnson skates by. A couple of Broncos in on the action. 15 is Dremel as he pokes away at it. Johnson is there, back behind the goal, and Jackson Schultz sends it back to Travis Kaler. Kaler served a 5-minute major early in the game, during which Nick Baudette scored. Skifstead has it taken away by Nick Troutwine. Levander backhands it towards Haas, just missed there, and here comes Savonin. Savonin across the blue line for the Broncos. Gets it past Nick Baudette. Save made by Shuck. Now it's loose. Up toward the high slot. Shot by Kaler. Rolls towards Shuck, who covers up and holds on. And that forces a face-off with 3:51 to go in the third period. 5-2 Golden Bears. Germain and Van Orsdal, the face-off to the right of Shuck. Schultz sweeps it back toward the blue line, and Cole Meyer is going to retreat, and a face-off back in the Golden Bear end. Continuing the recap of Turkey Bowling, the fourth contestant got just one pin, to the jeers and the hisses of the crowd. It was quite the moment. It'll go down in Hoyt Lakes Arena memories for the 100th anniversary. They'll probably recall that. This is the 50th anniversary weekend, big time stuff. A lot of people back for this. The alumni games, there'll be a game or two, I believe, after this evening. This is Broncos Golden Bear hockey. 3:29 to go in the third period. Golden Bears have a 5-2 lead. Here's Schultz. Centering pass for Savonin, didn't click. Tucker Hell sweeps it down into the corner. Will Troutwine tries to get it up to the blue line, stopped there by the Broncos, and a bouncing puck from the far side to near side. Bryce Comp swatted at it, shot taken by Germain, swept away by Noah Shuck. And there's Tucker Hell off his right skate. Will Troutwine sends it to center ice. Anthony Sari off the near boards, past Savonin, and Elliot Van Orsdal grabs it. Back to Will Troutwine. Will Savonin for the Broncos. Pad save by Noah Shuck. Cole Meyer tried to get it up to the blue line, and it's all the way down ice. Wave it off as here comes Sari up to Savonin between his legs and Skifstead. The other seven, the Golden Bears 7, Meyer. Down into the Bronco end, Van Orsdal falls down face first, still laying down in the corner. Nathan Tassoni skates in. Van Orsdal's up in front of the goal. Tassoni, there's Van Orsdal. There's Van Orsdal. He scores! Off the rebound, poking at it, then poking at it, and Van Orsdal scores. It's 6-2 Golden Bears. At 14:47, it's Elliot Van Orsdal's 6th goal of the season.
Scoring for the Golden Bears, number 14, Elliot Van Orsdal, assisted by number 3, Nathan Tassoni.
Tassoni with the assist. Tassoni has a goal and an assist this evening. And the Golden Bear penalty box door will open up. A slash on Jack Halliday. Golden Bears on the power play, 3 for 4 tonight. International Falls 0 for 2. Third power play of the evening for the Broncos. And a slap shot. Braden Dremel, his shot blocked by Pokernich. Skelton pries the puck away. Tries to clear it down ice, and it goes up to center ice, where Kaler sweeps it off to the far side. Beneke. Gonzalez is out there along with Germain, and this is Dremel. That just missed. Don't know what it bounced off of. Maybe Shuck's glove. Skating in is Kaler down the right wing. Kaler down towards the corner, back behind the goal. Looking up towards Dremel. Dremel takes it. Dremel lines one up. Takes a shot off the pad of Noah Shuck. Ken Gonzalez to Kaler. Kaler back down to Gonzalez on the power play for International Falls. Dremel awaits it at the point. He takes it. He lines one up. No, he sends it across ice to Kaler. Takes it off the far boards. Down into the corner. Moose has it back behind the goal. Under a minute to play in this third period. Trying to wrap around is Gonzalez. There's a save by Noah Shuck, and he pounces upon the puck with 54 seconds to go in the game. 48 seconds to go in the Jack Halliday penalty. It's 6-2, Eveleth Gilbert. Some of the crowd putting their coats back on. Nice comfortable evening in the Hoyt Lakes Arena, going out to what might be a snowy night out in Hoyt Lakes. Tucker Hell sends it down into the corner. Power play for International Falls. 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. There's a save and a rebound cleared away by Gage Everson. Everson looking down ice, up to center ice, stopped by Anthony Sari. Van Orsdal controls it. Van Orsdal scored the most recent goal for the Golden Bears. He's down the right wing, takes a hit. 20 seconds to go in the game. With the Broncos on the power play for 10 more seconds. Golden Bears will improve to 3-1. The Broncos will fall to 0-2. 6 seconds to go. The Broncos take a shot that goes wide. Halliday's back out on the ice. Full strength. And there's the buzzer. The Golden Bears win. Final score in Hoyt Lakes, Eveleth Gilbert, Mesabi East 6, International Falls 2. It was 4-2 after 2 periods. In that third period at 9:49, Will Troutwine scored his second goal of the season from Bryce Kopp and Cole Meyer, a power play goal. And then at 14:47, Elliot Van Orsdal scored his second goal of the game, his 6th goal of the season from Nathan Tassoni, and that made it 6-2, and that's how it ends. Eveleth Gilbert, Mesabi East defeats International Falls. The Golden Bears improved to 3-1 this season. An Iron Range Conference victory over the Broncos. The Broncos fall to 0-2. Next up for the Golden Bears, Friday, December 6th at Chaska, Saturday, December 7th at Holy Angels, then Tuesday, December 10th at the Eveleth Hippodrome against Ely Northeast Range. In Hoyt Lakes, on the 50th anniversary celebratory weekend of the Hoyt Lakes Arena, the final score in the Hoyt Lakes Arena tonight, Eveleth Gilbert, Mesabi East, Golden Bears 6, the International Falls Broncos 2.